Hello and welcome to another What's Inside. Today we are looking at Pointing Fingers, the hilarious game of who did what from Hasbro. Aimed at ages 12 and up, 3 to 6 players. This one came out in 2013, I believe it was. Yeah, 2013. Inside we're going to see 6 foam fingers, 6 truth meters, 100 cards, and instructions. Pretty straightforward game. Not that old. You can probably still track copies of this down fairly easily, probably online. So let's take a look at what we've got in the box. I don't know why I saved that. So here's our foam fingers. It's a big finger to you, and it fits on your hand. You'll want to sanitize these, of course. That's big enough, I think, that your average person can use it. And it is aimed at older kids, 12 and up. So, not a big deal. Although younger kids will play with these things if you're not careful. So you get 6 of these. And they're just big foam fingers. Eventually these will wear out over time, so you'll want to kind of keep an eye on them and make sure they're clean as much as possible. And then you've got this little rack of smaller ones that come with the little plastic pieces here to kind of come together. And there should be 6 of those fingers and these plastic pieces. So I'll zoom in on those in a second. Then we've got our deck of cards. And those plastic pieces go on these spinners. So there's the spinner inserts. The truth meters, I guess they're called. And you have to assemble those. These are kind of thin, so you want to be a little careful when popping these out. And our instruction sheet, how to assemble the truth meters. And that's really the contents of it. So let's take a closer look at these things and then the cards. Okay, so the camera does focus slightly better on these. But yeah, you can tell they're just plastic. These are actually pretty good quality, so I'm not too upset about that. But you'll want to make sure that all the parts are here or it's pre-assembled if you're buying it used. This is new enough you'd probably be able to track down new copies of this and make sure all parts are still there if you're buying it used, like I said. So you get the spinner parts or truth meters, whatever they want to call it. Then we've got our deck of cards. This one is still sealed. So let's take a look at what we've got here. Alright, these are numbered 1 through 70. I thought it said there were 100 cards. Yeah, it says 100 cards on the box, but oh, there's a couple different colors here. There's 30 of the green and 70 of the blue. So there are 100 cards. Let's take a look at the green ones first, see what these have to offer. They all have the same back. But once you shuffle them up, I'm sure it'll be a different thing. But these are numbered 1 through 30. So we'll start with number 30 and just go backwards. In Hasbro's catalog, this is game A6845. It's kind of an obscure one. I'd never heard of this game, but it's kind of neat looking. That is the 30 Would You Ever cards. The other 70 are Have You Ever, and they're the blue ones. So let's take a look at those now. So we start off with number 70, and we'll work our way back. Based on the questions I'm seeing, this would make a great get-to-know-you game. So if you have a couple's night where you and your partner are with another couple, this would be a good game to play. It'd also make good conversation starter. A lot of these questions are pretty adult-oriented, so it might be a little uncomfortable for younger people to play with their parents. So if you want to make your kids uncomfortable, this is a good game to pick up. But it's definitely going to have a lot of questions that aren't really age appropriate for younger than teen. And some people will find the questions inappropriate. And here's the last card. It's nice that it does have the product code at the bottom, so if you're trying to track the set down, it might make it a little easier. But the cards are nice quality overall. They're a little bit thin, but not bad. With reasonably gentle use, they will hold up. I think shuffling them is going to be where they're probably going to get a little stinged up. Okay, that is 2013's Pointing Fingers from Hasbro Games. Ages 12 and up, 3 to 6 players. Probably age appropriate wise, 13 and up. So I would say it's better for adults than younger players. So good get to know you kind of game, or something to play on couples night, that sort of thing. Some of the questions are probably going to be inappropriate to some people, so if you have religious convictions that conflict with exposing your sex life, some of the questions might seem a little out of bounds, a little risque. But overall, not a bad game. You do get multiple choices of questions, so there's that. But pretty nice quality overall. The foam fingers are really good quality. Cards are pretty decent. Little spinner things are fine. The card stock on these truth meter thingies or whatever they're called, those are a little cheap looking, but not bad. I think it will hold up over time. So a good casual normie game. If you're looking for something a little more hardcore, probably not for you, but if you're looking to play some board games with normies, this is a fine party game. But we've looked at the box, what's inside of it. You've heard my take. That's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and consider sharing the video on social media. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, links to my Patreon, Streamlabs, and Teespring store are in the description. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.